Hi everyone and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. So in this new format, I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app, we're going to see what is the app about, the revenues of the last 3 months, the amount of download that it gets, how complicated it is to make such an app, and the possible selling price. So the app that we're going to analyze today is a smart alarm application. So you're maybe wondering, why do we need a third-party application when I can just use the Clock app and set an alarm? Well, because maybe you are obsessed about customization. Maybe because you would like to have a different ringtone when you are waking up, custom one, maybe different design, different clock, always on display. Whether, I honestly have no idea, but it gets money and it gets downloads and it's easy to make. And so let's analyze how much money it made in the last 3 months. $178,000. A third-party clock application that just made $178,000 and it's actually still generating revenues and people subscribe and pay for it? Alright, so let's move on. How many downloads it gets? 331,000 downloads. So roughly 300,000 people downloaded this app in 3 months. So 100,000 a month. Cool. And so how complicated it is to make such an app? As you can guess, 3 out of 10. Why? We will see it very soon. And so, in case the developer of this application would like to sell his app, how much money could worth? Well, we actually have to consider several factors, including the revenue trends, profit margin, user growth, market potential, app sustainability, and so we usually use a multiplier that ranges between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues. And if this app made $178,000 in the last quarter, we multiply by 4, we obtain the yearly revenues, which is roughly $700,000. And so if we apply a 3 times the yearly revenues, so the 3 multiplier, we got an evaluation of $2.1 million. That's pretty interesting, right, for a clock application. Anyway, let's immediately jump about how we can make such an app. And your guess is right, we can use all native component, considering also the weather kit when building the weather information that appears on the screen. And yes, of course, you have to use the date, because actually you want to calculate and check every time if we are in the same range or in the range of the next alarm clock, and once we break the exact time, we ring the tone, we ring the bell or whatever, we try to wake up the user that is using the app. And so let's see which are the monetization strategies that this app is using. Little spoiler, those are the paywalls that are implemented in the application. So on the left you can see the onboarding, and on the right you can see actually the extended version. So let me list all the pricing. We have $28.99 yearly, $16.99 monthly, and $7.99 weekly with trial subscriptions. If you pay close attention to those paywalls, they are actually following all the guidelines, or at least the best practices that I was explaining you in the video of last week. So I will put somewhere on the top corner, I don't know where, so you can just click and go to watch it. It's very important to know the best practices, for example, check marks, showing or leveraging the offer pricing, for example, saving 40%, save what is 92%, explaining briefly the features, and even offering multiple options. And as always, no pricing into the button, because the price in the button is equal to pain on button. So it seems like they basically match all of these things, which are the best practices, and that may also be the reason why they generate $178,000 in 3 months. And so as usual, Pietro, where can I get my first 1,000 of downloads if I build the same application or similar? Well, as usual, you can cooperate with an Instagram influencer, TikToker, YouTuber, whatever. You can cold mailing some blogs, you can do some ASO opportunities, and why not, you can even run Apple search ads if you have some budget. The app that I was analyzing today is called Smart Alarm Clock Waking Up. And yeah, it doesn't have great ratings, but still, it generates a lot of money. Download it and let me know what do you think. And yeah, why not try to get inspiration from those apps? They are very easy to do and they can generate a lot of money. So that wraps up our app idea. I hope that this concept sparks inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. As usual, little disclaimer, all the data that you saw here related to downloads, revenues are coming from public data tools, which may not be accurate, and so they should be considered as estimates only, even though in the last few years I found out that they are pretty much accurate. Anyway, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and why not even subscribe to the Discord community, where we discuss all of these things related to the app growth, marketing, and also general discussions in between the community and the indie developers. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.